I'm going to talk about tackle gear, and it's quite a big one with drone fishing. So, a question I get asked a lot, can I use my standard surf casting rod? Well, I'll let you know a little secret. Surf casting rods probably have too much flex in them. And the problem about that is if you've got a certain type of drone with a mechanical release, or tension release, and you're flying that out and you're using a tension release drone to let go of the line for you, it's going to create a whip back effect. So just letting you know. So with surf casting rods, I don't actually recommend them. They were designed to flex to help you get the distance manually done. They weren't designed for drones because a drone normally uses braid and it goes out at a certain speed to take it out. Yes, if you're using only 2 hooks, maybe a 3-ounce sinker or something, just to get past those breakers, yeah, it can work. But we do use braid when we drone fish. We don't use mono. The reason why we don't use mono, the further you go out, the heavier the mono gets. And then the chances of the mono hitting the water, and then you've got drag. But braid is fantastic for casting. Very good, but the downside, it doesn't stretch. Hence why you need a backbone, something like 130 pound to 170 pound, perfect. So now, why am I getting all excited when I saw this guy sitting here? And also the range of drone rods we've got over there. Now, we've got some awesome rods in this shop. To start off with, we have the line of Ocean Legacy rods. Now, these are purposely made drone rods. So the very first one close to our gentleman that experienced it very close by, that there is a 13'2" drone rod designed for overhead and electric reels. It's a phenomenal rod, 40 to 80 pound, 3-piece. And if you're using 50 to 80 pound braid on that thing, it's an absolute weapon to have next to your drone. So after you've spent all your good money on the drone, you need to find yourself a decent sized rod to help you bring in 2 or 3 more hooks, and which is what these things are designed for. So on the West Coast, we do get a lot of big fish. And unfortunately, surf casting rods, most of them do not perform. And in fact, they actually let you down a lot. You lose your fish, you may lose your gear, and it's a very hard thing to learn the hard way. But the Ocean Legacy actually came out with these drone rods about 1.5 years ago. I came across the gentleman. And when he told me about this, because, you know, I've been a very hardcore man when it comes to drone rods, and there's only specific ones I would use. So I spent about 1 year with all these rods over there. And I really don't take it lightly when I say I test it. I will take 9 to 12 months before I really give them an honest opinion. So that very first one there is absolutely phenomenal if you're going to be using an electric reel, which I have, or I will go over soon. The next 2 are 10-foot rods, 2-piece, fantastic rock fishing rods, PE5 to PE6, but also good for the East Coast if you're only going out between 100 to 250 meters. Low, close proximity drone fishing, those 2 10-foot rods are absolutely phenomenal. The next one next to that, the tallest one of them all, is the 15'2" spin version. Now that's designed for spin reels, like a 10-500 reel or 950. And the reason why I went with these rods is because of the height advantage. On the West Coast, we have massive problems with traffic and getting that height advantage because everything's nice and flat. But because of the type of fish we get, you basically only get one chance to get it right. So starting off with the rod increases your chances of catching the fish. Having that height advantage, keeping the line above the water, will give you that advantage so you have less line in the water, less drag going up north or south if it's on the incoming. So just to let you know why we go with a little bit of the height. You don't necessarily have to have a rod that big, but depending on how much you go in drone fishing and how serious you are, that is a very serious rod. If you're going to use a rod like that, there are some beautiful gimbals I would recommend to use, the green one, and we actually got a blue one next to them. I definitely recommend you use a gimbal because you will get bruises if you're trying to use a 15-foot tee and you're dragging in 6 hooks, 6 snappers on those hooks on the west coast. Something to have a little think about. Next to that, we also have the Daiwa range of Tanakom. They do a drone rod there as well, designed for overhead reels. And then we've got the Shimano overhead rod as well, which we use a lot, and a lot of people go with that 8-foot combo. It seems to be very popular, not just for the boat, but also for land basing and drone fishing. So perfect if you're going to get an electric reel. And the last two here are the Tika brand. They're the Travelers. They are a 4-piece rod. They are 24 or 50-pound rod, break up into 4 pieces, comes in a little bag like that, but they can deal with some serious snappers, so do not underestimate those rods. We've been using them close to 10 years. We've caught a very, very big fish with those 2 rods. So they do a spin version as well as an overhead version, which we do sell here at Smart Marine. So it's definitely worthwhile to have a think.